you're planning on opening your new chiro, osteo, physio, physical therapy, massage clinic this year, then you cannot afford to wait and rely on referrals. Instead, what I'm going to walk you through in the next couple of minutes is the exact step-by-step system that I take clinics through and have personally been through to open your doors to your brand new clinic full to capacity for day one. This is the plan which I've taken multiple clinics through in different countries, different modalities to fill their books. It's not theory, it's not fluff, it is the step-by-step process for you to just use and implement in your own clinic. Let's dive into it. So, a lot of clinics, when they're planning to open the doors, they rely on or think they're going to have referrals, or they think just by opening, that's going to be the hardest job. And believe me, I've been there. I had my own local business. I thought, just by opening, people will come. Little did I know back then. So, yes, the hard part is getting the lease, getting all the equipment, getting everything set up. But you need to have a plan in place to be able to get this consistent flow of new people coming in. Otherwise, it's going to be very quiet and you're going to have these overheads coming in and no one to help fill it. And I've spoken with multiple clinic owners who are in this position, that they've opened their clinic and they've maybe even got a team. I remember I was speaking to one clinic owner, he just opened, he had thousands of square feet space, he had a team of 4, including himself, as I think he was a physio in the clinic, but they would barely see anyone. Literally, I think they saw like 4 people in their first week. And yes, you can say the argument of, but we've just opened the doors. But you should open the doors with waiting lists, with people lined up, ready to go. And yes, that means that there is a lot on before you actually open the doors. But if you want to open to capacity and not feel like you are just hemorrhaging money when you've got a team to pay, you've got rent, you've got all your electrics, utilities and things like that as well, then just follow this plan. So I split this out into a few different setups. So we got the 10 weeks out, 8 weeks, 4 weeks out, and then 1 to 2 weeks into opening. And this is the basic in which you should do, just be able to have everything lined up so you're going to have people coming in. For when we opened our brand new clinic, I think we had 212 pre-booked, prepaid patients for opening day. I took Ash through this. He's over in Australia. He had 52 new patients booked in for opening day before he'd open the doors. And then I took Dakota in the US. He had 70 new patients booked in for opening day in his brand new clinic as well. Same system, same setup, different countries. And I've taken multiple others for it as well. So the way in which this works. So 10 weeks out, let's focus on this first of all. We want to have everything laid out beforehand. So really, we should be looking 12 plus weeks out. So you're going to have a system in place rather than just doing this as a last minute thing. But this is the very minimum which you should be doing before you open. So first off is set up your emails. So you want to get your email automation system in place. Don't leave it until you open the doors. We want to have it so it's ready to take leads and people with interest in way before you open. So then you can start building up this excitement and interest before you open the doors. If you do it once you've opened, you've already lost it. We're too late and you miss all of this build up, which you can do way before. So what we want to do is a few weeks prior is you want to have a few weeks of emails planned and written, which is ready to keep clients engaged who've already committed from screenings, events, things like that as well, or Facebook. So this is going to be writing out emails, which are going to be like, I generally like to go with stories, analogies, things like that, which are just going to keep people interested before you've opened. So you're going to get leads, you're going to get details. And this may be current clients that you have if you're an associate working in a clinic right now, or maybe people that you speak to in the gym. But you must have this system set up in place first of all. So we've got an email newsletter strategy that I show all of our clinics to. And then what we're going to do is one addition to this is let your clients know what you're doing. So you're maybe going to do 2 emails per week. One is an email newsletter strategy, which we follow, which is just really relying on stories and analogies talking about your modality. Whereas physiotherapy, chiropractic, osteopathy, anything else, physical therapy, massage, whatever it is, but it's talking about how people should need and will need your help. Different stories and analogies, not typical newsletters which people think of. Then you're going to do one addition to this, which is bringing people along on your journey. This is why this is really, really important. So all you've got to do is show them you doing the fit out of your new clinic. Send them a photo, keep them involved. So then they will become raving fans and they will really feel part of the family for when you open the doors. So you're going to show them, send them the video or picture when your flooring's arrived. Do this on social media. Do it on emails. Like, keep these people engaged. Show them the journey rather than, we got this new clinic. People will appreciate it and respect you so much more for bringing you along or bringing them along on your journey. So you've got to have that email system planned out, ready to go. So it's not a last minute thought, that you've got this system in place ready to use straight away. Don't leave it. Really, do not leave it. Bring people along, because you're going to need it when you start doing different events. So 8 weeks prior, you're going to start doing different events. So you're going to go to gyms, farmers markets, fairs, fetes, shopping centres, festivals, anything like that. You can do different things. So this is based upon like a chiropractic one, where you're going to offer free posture and alignment checks. And then you're just going to go through. So you're going to do screenings, or you can do it on anything else. So whatever your modality is, you're going to go along and do these events. With the whole thing is you're going to invite people with a special offer in for their initial consultation for when you open. We found that by doing this 8 weeks out, you may think it's way too far, but this is a good time frame. People are quite happy to wait this time, because when you are there talking to them, you can be really excited. You can be there like, I'm opening up my brand new clinic. It's going to be open in 8 weeks time. So if you're happy to wait, it's going to be amazing, and you're going to be our VIP. So when you come in, you're going to, and like, make them feel special. They will feel good for helping a new business owner as well.
And that's one of the key parts which you've got to remember with this. People are happy to wait, because the whole benefit of this is that you can talk to these people rather than doing ads when we can't talk to people. And they're saying this true for talks. What you should be doing is going into local businesses and organizations where you can deliver different talks. And that could just be on posture. It could be on health. It could be wellness, like many different things. And you can also do screenings, posture and alignment checks, if you do that too, when you are actually doing these talks as well. And again, the same thing is that you can build the excitement and say that we are going to be doing a new clinic launch in 8 weeks time. You're going to be one of the founding members, and you get founding member price. You're going to be grandfathered in at that price, whatever you want to say. But you've got a really good offer to pull them into it as well. So we did this. We were doing different talks all over the place. I think we ended up doing a talk a week at least. So then by that point, you've already spoken to X number of people. You've built up a social media following as well, because a lot of people will just see you at the talk and then start following you too. But also you've got people booked in. If you do this 8 weeks out and you do a talk every single week, I guarantee you at least have 10 people. I guarantee at least have 10 people booked in for when you open, which for a lot of people will really ease their thought process as well for when they actually do open the doors. But most people won't do this and will do this as an afterthought and think, I've opened, what do I do? Whereas if you do this and you do one a week, let's say you on the low end, let's say that you got 2 people per week signed up, just 2, and you're going to these big organizations. I definitely think you can get more, but 2 people per week, then you're going to end up with 16 people booked in for opening day, which would be amazing. Let's say on the upper end, you may go to these big organizations, and getting into them is a different thing. But let's say that you've got 10 people booked in per week. Maybe you're doing 2 talks per week or 2 events per week, and you get 10 people booked in. That's going to be 80 people for opening day. So you can see how this then starts mounting up. So that's going to be the 8 weeks out. With all of these people, you are then going to be sending them your emails, your newsletters, bringing them along on your journeys, showing them on social media as well. Then finally, 4 weeks out, you're going to start running Facebook ads. Facebook ads are going to be the best and quickest way, which I've found, from getting people into your clinic. So we're going to launch Facebook ads into one of the Facebook ad offers and follow the same Facebook ad offer setup, which we usually take everyone through. So this is giving people a truly remarkable offer. And the best thing with this is you can say, and have exact proof as well, to say brand new clinic opening on in your ads. And that's a great thing. But people really like that in ads. That's one of the big plays, which if you're not doing this before, definitely you need to do this rather than do this as an afterthought. The additional layer that we have to factor in is talking to clients about the clinic booking from 4 weeks out. So when you speak to these leads on the phone, we can't do a self-booking because people will see it's way far in advance. So I do recommend doing phone calls with all the leads. When you speak to leads, we need to be really excited and say, it's a brand new clinic, you're going to be grandfathered in at this price. So when you come in, you're going to get, and you give them an offer and say, we're booking in for 4 weeks time
And you don't ask if it's okay or anything like that, because then people will say, kind of need to see someone now. Just say, really excited, I'm going to book you in for this. We're opening up our brand new clinic. As part of that, you're going to be grandfathered in at this price. So for you, for starting, becoming one of our VIP members because you're one of our first lot, then that's what gives them excited. You also have to factor in that you may not have a fully trained front desk team. So it's being able to follow up the leads quickly and efficiently so no one goes to waste. Which then comes back to having this whole email automation and CRM, and whether you're going to be doing AI automations as well with this. So you are there to be able to follow up with leads quickly, especially if you are still practicing as an associate, potentially in another clinic. So the multiple people that we've taken through this, they've all been practicing in other clinics. They've not had the time and ability to be able to keep following up with those different leads, which is why we have all this system set up to go alongside it. So you're not going to miss any of the leads that you are paying for with this. With that, with running Facebook ads, let's say on the top end, let's say that you're going to get 5 people per week over 8 weeks from doing different events, fairs, talks, farmers markets, things like that, which I would say is very, very low end. You should have way more, but let's go for that. So let's say you got 40 people from that. 4 weeks out, then let's say on the low end, you're going to be booking 10 people per week from it, and definitely recommend taking deposits for these people because we are booking so far in advance. So by doing that, then let's say we're going to have another 40 people. So that's 80 people booked in already. You could go even more. So we could say we're going to have 80 people from that. So then another 10 per week from this. So we're going to have 120 people booked in for opening day. You can see how these numbers start mounting up. But we're not done yet. So now you've got 80 to 120 booked in for when you open the doors. Obviously, that's not all going to be on one day. You're going to spread them out. So obviously, the people who you speak to 2 weeks prior to opening, they're going to be further out. They're not going to be on opening day from the people who maybe booked in 8 weeks prior to opening. Same for people who are a few days before opening. Unless they're super acute, then you can afford to put them further outfield. Then, 1 to 2 weeks into opening, throw a launch party. This is to showcase your new clinic and thank everyone that's helped. So you're going to have maybe the contractors, maybe your parents, your friends, your associates, your peers. Get them along and enjoy it as well. The best part with this, invite your clients, invite your tradespeople, invite your team, your friends, your family, and importantly, local businesses, owners, managers, any local celebrities, mayors, influencers, and anyone else that you can. We did this. We got the mayor of our local town to come along to it. It was really cool. A bunch of local business owners. So then you just put on an event, put on some drinks, some food, and then it makes it more of a networking thing that they come along to as well. So you can say, like, we're bringing along all the local business owners. They'll want to be part of that as well. So you're going to be creating that community. Most people won't come, but put the offer out, and it's a good way to get your brand out there. And then you can just follow up with everyone. So make sure you're tracking everyone who comes. You're going to follow up them, and also the follow up the people who couldn't make it. Saying you just drop them a quick cake or something like that. Just say, shame you couldn't make it. Here's a cake as a thank you. And go around and knock on that person's door and drop it off to them. By doing that, then you're going to be able to get way more people, and then you may have the opportunity, if it's a local business, to go in and do a talk in there. You're going to have the opportunity to then be able to network from the people that they know as well. They might be in an office block and have other businesses up or below them or next to them, so you can use that as well. So you're going to get more people in that way. At the party, all you're going to do is put on some food and drinks and do demonstrations of chiropractic, physiotherapy, or anything else to help people understand about what you do. And then the whole thing is have a special offer on for that night for people who are coming in. The same offer which you've had running for these, because we don't want other people to then be annoyed that it's a better offer or anything. But the whole point is to not use this to like fully network, but use this as just like building professional referrals and stuff like that. So you're not going to do hard networking. It's just enjoying the event, and all of these networks will come. But it's just, you're going to get all of their details. You're going to be following up with them, and just make this a regular thing that you are going to be following up, which then always comes back to, you've got to have email automation, you've got to have your CRM, all these systems linked up to this. So you can follow up, you know, all the names and details of local managers of businesses, what businesses they run, who they may connect with as well. And you can just put these on regularly, or at least follow up with that person regularly as well. By doing this, then you may, and I'm not saying this is a good thing with this, like, or hard set thing, but you may get more people booked in, which would be awesome. But if not, you've still showcased what you do, you put on a great night, and importantly, you've built a network and which you may be able to get more referrals and therefore book more events, book more talks, and therefore
massively grow your business. Just by doing these, then you could pretty much not ever even need to run ads. You could just do this all on talks and events, and then you may not ever even need to run ads at all for that entire year, because you may just be doing talks every single week and completely fill your clinic, which would be awesome. Great problems to have. We are running a 30-day Fill Your Clinic challenge. Over 30 days, I'm going to walk you through the step-by-step process using this to either help you launch a brand new clinic, fill your current clinic, or build your clinic up so you can bring more associates on board. The best part, you can get that 30-day clinic fill challenge completely free when you join our clinic marketing operating system community. You get a 7-day free trial. After that, it's only $200 a month. You can cancel at any time. You're not logged in. All you need to click the link in the description. It will take you through to our school page. On that school page, you'll be able to start your 7-day free trial, speak with me personally, and I'll walk you through the steps to start building your clinic.